Just some first match jitters of the day. I'm not a morning person, so.
Well, I'm
Oh, wow.
actually,
Look at that 8 ball go. If only it counted.
yeah, if only it counted. And she's got to be a little annoyed about that. It will count later today for her in the mixed pairs.
Oh, okay. So it does count in the mixed pairs. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
So mixed pairs is shootout format. So same rules as the standard shootout. Yeah, your match with April, if she's from my area-ish.
Yeah, I was talking to her a little bit after the match. Texas.
I've watched her play for a long time. If there's a few rolls that if she doesn't get some bad rolls there, that's a totally different
Oh,
match
yeah.
for
Oh, yeah.
her.
Yeah, she shot great. Just those unfortunate rolls, hooking herself behind my ball, like 3 times, I think she did it.
Yeah, several times, and then
And
the
then that
missed
missed
eight.
8 for the break and run to tie it up 1-1, yeah.
Yeah, very rough. And she played so well. But she has a victory in her group, and I know you now have two, so it's all going to depend on what happens in her last match as to her qualification status. But on to the next. We are here. It is Kaden Herrbach and Skylar Hess. And I think you're probably somewhat familiar with
Oh,
Skylar. Oh my
no.
goodness.
Yes, I'm very familiar with Skylar. I think we're sponsored by one or two of the same
Ah,
people, and we go to very similar tournaments for the most part.
yeah, and that right there is just very unfortunate
Yeah,
for Skylar.
we got some strong juniors in this country. Guys better watch out.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is your first experience with Ultimate Pool
It
USA.
is, yes. I am very happy with the how it's going so far. I wasn't sure coming into it, I feel like everybody's a little weary on
Yeah,
fast-paced bar box 8 ball. Anything can happen, but I'm a very fast-paced player in general, so I feel like this is more
it's right
tuned
up
to
your alley.
my game.
Yeah, and again, you played well in the shootout. Couple of, I think, just a couple times you may have been a little extra fast,
Yes.
but it's also your very first time in the arena, and you can tell for anybody who doesn't trust, this arena is a little daunting when you first walk in if you've never been
Yeah.
been in it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never, even I've gone to a couple of the Predator events, but I've never been on their stream table. So, this kind of production level, I've never played. So I was curious to see how that went, but I was happy with the result.
Yeah, the
Keeping my calm, not looking like I'm about to pee my pants.
the production and just the lights, the sounds, the pressure of the arena, it's one of a kind. And I think I'm a little biased, but I think the Ultimate Pool USA arena really is and can be scary if you've never stepped foot into it. But a lot of you guys that haven't played in it do really well. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it forces you to rise to your potential. You know what you're capable of. Just can't overthink anything.
Yeah,
Just shoot. Don't pay attention to anything but the table.
absolutely.
All right. How do you think he's going to try to break this one out here? He's kind of
So,
leaving his problem ball till the end.
so the one ball I think goes right into the corner using a combo. So I think he would need to play the 3 ball and get down table.
He's looking like he's trying to line the 4 up for the side to break it out. I don't even know if he sees that triple combo, but yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you just have to, you have to hit it with enough pace to control the 4 ball afterwards, because that's the important part.
Yeah, you kind of want it to come off the right side of the 9.
Yeah, and see, that's what he was worried about there is
That'll work.
hitting the 11. So now there's still a realm of possibilities here because this table's slick, and if you can play it smooth with some draw, you can yank right into that
Oh,
9-1.
Yeah, he's got the angle for it.
Yeah, the angle looks wide on this view, but I promise you he's got just enough to where he can pull back into it. And he has, but it's not pretty.
It's a little awkward, but doable. He just has to avoid the scratch.
I'm just a little I'd be a little paranoid about the 10 ball or I think it's the 12 ball on the rail. You cut this ball, you're going to clip the 12, and it might have adverse reaction on the cue ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was worried about. And it's so difficult to see when you don't have this view. When you're at the table, you just don't always see those things, or you're trying to manipulate out of them.
Yeah, it's funny. I've gone back and watched some matches, and I'm like, that's not what it looked like when I was at the table.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely if I could play pool from this view, I might be a champion.
Right? It makes me wish I was like a foot taller sometimes because I feel like I have a completely different view of the table.
Yeah. Skylar here able to start the run and hopefully make up for the just really tough mistake she made in the first one with the 8 ball. Hard to even want to call it a mistake, but in the end, that's what it was.
Yeah, not being able to read that carom. Yeah, I was talking to Skylar a little bit before the match. She was the biggest thing she was worried about was just the table speed.
Yeah, it's something that we've touched on quite a bit because we get these tables in just a few days before, and we get them refelted, so they're coming in slick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a table that comes in slick, you just never really know how it's going to play.
Yeah, I think these Brunswicks play perfect for bar box 8-ball. Like
They do.
how the rails react and everything.
I know a lot of the people in the comments want the pockets as tight as possible, but I'm telling you, they're tight enough.
Yeah, it depends on the game and what you want out of it. Like this is supposed to be fast pace, bar box 8-ball. No one wants to see people missing a third of the shots because the pockets are too tight. Want to see people running out.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And that's a really good point. I'm glad you brought that up because I feel like that's exactly what we need when there is a shot clock and a match clock, You don't need the pockets to be so tight that nobody can make balls.
Yep. Yeah, tight pockets have their time and place. One pocket all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the speed got her a little bit there. She wanted to set up for that 4-ball with the angle to break out that 1-6.
I'm just wondering if she can see the edge of the 1 ball.
I think she can.
If she can, there might be a safety. Oh, she can see the 2 ball here. She almost made the 2 ball. Probably a good thing that she didn't because
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
think
just
you have a
thinking-
shot.
No shot, and it gives you a ball to break those out.
And really, as rough as it looks, I think Kaden's in the toughest spot because really the only ball that he can shoot at here, unless he can see the 10, is the 9 ball. And if you're going to shoot the 9 ball, you have to move that 14 right now.
Can he not see that 11 in the side? Yeah, see, I don't like playing the 9 because that's like your breakout ball for that 14. But, I mean, he can break it out now. It's just he's going to, if he doesn't get good on the 14, he's going to have a long shot across the table at something else.
Yeah. Is he going to come out okay? I think he is.
Yeah,
he can see the 13 as well as the 14.
That was a nice shot.
Yes, it was.
So I like 13, 11, 10, 14, 8 here. Unless he can see this 14 now, then yeah, take it now.
And then you can kind of take the same general path. He may go 10, 13, 11. But I actually think he wanted to roll up for the 11 like you had talked about.
Oh, no.
What we were just talking about.
Yep.
These pockets are not guaranteed.
Can't take them for granted at all.
And now look at this. Huge opportunity for Skylar. I'm a little surprised that she didn't try and play any type of a carom there unless the 6 ball goes.
I think she tried. I think she just hit that ball too full and didn't get the bounce off the rail she wanted, but she got fortunate
It's
getting
difficult
pretty
to,
perfect on that 6-up table.
yeah, it's difficult to get, oh no. That's just a little bit of a mishap right there. I think it was tight coming down here, but inside English and top English off the rail with pace, it's very difficult to control on this table.
Yeah, it either wants to take off or die, but it all depends on how thin you're hitting that ball.
Yeah. You hit it real thin, you might be able to get some spin out of it, but if you hit it thick and that cue ball makes contact with the rail while it's still spinning, sometimes it just doesn't react.
Yep.
Still sliding, I should say. Kaden Herrbach, an 8-ball away from taking advantage of that miss from Skylar. It is 2-1.
I've only had the pleasure of playing her once, and we were playing in January. Oh, scratch on the break.
That's not good.
Wide open table. So we played in January at the WPBA event, and it was on the stream table. And she was up, I think she was up 7-5, and I came back and won Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a cap or a feather in your cap. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, it's the only time I've ever played, like we've ever gotten drawn into each other.
It's really nice to see a lot of the ladies from the WPBA coming out and joining up with Ultimate Pool USA. Really is a lot of fun.
She's losing her cue ball a little bit here. I like trying to cut this 11 in the side. Just put a little bit of draw on it. Or she's going to the corner.
That's a good shot.
That's a
she
very good
needs
shot.
an opportunity at a ball. I think she got it. This might not be what she wanted. She came up short on the 10, so she's going to have to play the 15, which is, it's not that big of an issue, but now it's going to make the shot on the 10 a little bit tougher.
Yeah, she's going to have to take like a back cut on it and try and come around for the 8.
Oh, don't do that.
Window?
She played that really well,
Wow,
actually.
yeah, she got that window really nice.
So do you think she's going to try and go forward, or do you think she's just going to cinch it back and try and play it in the right-hand
If
side
it
pocket?
goes to that corner, wants to keep the cue ball like not moving as much as possible. I think it goes in the corner. I think she's just going to pull it back a little bit.
Yeah, it's tight. If she can stay on the rail, I think it goes. And I think if I'm playing this shot, I'm going to play it a little soft just in case I miss. Try and keep that. Oh, yeah, it definitely goes. I'm actually firing this ball because it's not as close as I thought it was, but she just missed it.
Good effort.
Yeah, she's got to be upset with that one. But you gotta brush it off.
Yep.
You gotta
Forget
hope you
about
get
it.
another shot at the table and take what you can, right?
Yeah, Skylar's got a really nice stroke for a girl her size. Like, just like me. Like, people look at us and we're like, can't believe you can shoot a ball that hard. Right?
You got a really good break.
Thank you.
A really good break. And
Thank-
April did as well. April
Oh,
had
yes.
a
Yeah, no,
monster
she
break.
had a great break. 2 different styles, but they both worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, Skylar's has the stroke for the 9'9" ball. That's what me and her mostly play.
We're just going to have to convert you to a bar table 8 ball.
I can adjust.
I think it's good as a player, especially younger players like you guys, is having that versatility of playing the big table, the small table, all the rotation games, 8 ball, just everything that you can play. It all makes your game a complete package.
Yes.
And so I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, well, I don't like rotation. I don't like 8 ball." If you play those games, you'll learn things that you can't learn if you just play one game.
Yes, exactly. You got to practice what you're uncomfortable with to get better.
I used to hate 8 ball as a player. I only played rotation games and maybe a little bit of one pocket, but I used to hate 8 ball. But then I realized that 8 ball helped me with my patterns so much that I actually fell in love with it after playing it for a little while.
That's what one pocket did for me. Like, I used to not be the biggest fan of 8 ball, and I started playing one pocket, and that helped, like, my speed control, my breakout shots, like, my pattern play, like, all of that stuff. And when I came back to 8 ball, it felt so different. Like, I was like, oh, this actually makes sense now.
Yeah. Well, there it is. 3-1 for Kaden Herrbach over Skylar Hess.
It's funny. I was gonna say something. I was like, I've only been playing pool for 6 years, and I started off playing like APA, bar box 8 ball. I was a 2 in the APA, and it's crazy how I've like circled back to bar box 8 ball.
Yeah.
And back when I first started playing, Shane, it was just like 2019, right before COVID. Shane had just won the Player of the Decade award.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I had messaged him, like, not thinking like he would ever respond, but I was just like, hey, congrats on the award. Like, it would be a dream to play with you one day. And then the next time I go to message him was after I was told I was playing with him in the doubles, and I was going to say, like, oh, it's good. I'm so excited to play with you. And then I saw that message, completely forgot that I had sent that years and years ago, and I was like, that's so funny.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Ultimate Pool USA, making dreams come true. So you're in Connecticut. Are you thinking about playing the Ultimate Pool League?
I am already in a league.
Are you really?
Yep. I play on Kevin Guimon's team.
What's your up score?
I've only played 2 matches so far. So.
Okay, so it's a little fresh. But,
yeah.
But you do have an up score. Do you know where it's at?
I have no idea.
We'll have to look it up.
I just play when they tell me to play.
It's great that you're playing Ultimate Pool League, and we can use that as so if I tell people, they're like,
she just played a nice bank on that 4-ball.
Yeah, she did. If I tell people that Ultimate Pool League is fun, that's just me doing my job. But for somebody who's not involved, what do you think of the 30-minute matches and the way it's handicapped and all that?
Oh, I love it. I mean, I haven't had to play any handicap matches so far. I've started off at 0 both times. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a different kind of pressure. Like, I went back head-to-head with Kevin my first match. I won 7-0 in 30 minutes, and then I was like, ha, beat that. And then he managed to get 9 racks, and I was like, dang.
Yeah, there's a little competition in East Texas for the most amount of racks won. I think our current spot record is 3 people have done it, and it's 13 racks won.
That's insane.
Yeah.
In 30 minutes, that's like almost 2 minutes a rack.
Did she scratch here?
She did.
Oh, no.
She did. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, just a little competition. So take that back to Kevin and be like, hey, those guys in East Texas are putting up 13. What are we going to do? And she went straight into the side pocket. That's crazy that it didn't hit the 10 ball.
Yeah, if she put just a little bit of draw on that, she could have avoided it. So slidey with the draw, you can overcut that 7 really easily.
Yeah, you're 100% right. But yeah, super excited that you're playing UPL. It's such a fun format, and then of course the thought of possibly winning $100,000. I mean, that kind of money is unheard of in amateur
Life-changing.
league pool. You think if you're on a team of 5, that's $20,000 a piece, and if you have a maxed out team at 8 players, that's still $12,500 a player. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the U.S. pool scene needed something new and exciting.
This format is what makes 8-ball from the somewhat slow, methodical game that it is and turns it into the most exciting form of pool that I've ever seen. And that's why I'm super stoked to be a part of it. It's just so much fun. Kaden here on the hill.
Four balls away from victory.
Yeah, he's got a nice layout here. And Skylar, you're going to feel like that she just never was able to get out of the gate, right?
Yeah, he's a little on the wrong side of this 15 ball. So he might have a hard cut on the 11. Unless he tries to draw out and play the 11 in the same. Oh, nope, he'll go for the combo. I didn't see that combo lined up straight like that.
And it shouldn't be an issue as long as he can keep the cue ball straight. If the cue ball drifts one way or the other, that could be bad. And it's perfect. Yeah, again, unfortunate for Skylar, just never able to get going.
Yeah, she would clear the table for him and leave all his balls open.
Well, here it is. Kaden Herrbach just an 8-ball away from winning this group match against Skylar Hess, the Ice Princess. They're both going to have more matches to run, but this one is done. Congratulations to Kaden Herrbach. Skylar Hess, I'm sure we will see her again soon. In fact, I know we will because she'll be playing in the mixed pairs